Let's have a look at how to calculate the area of a sector. That is basically just a section of a circle. Let's have a look at just the area of a circle for now. Let's go ahead and write it down. So the area of a circle is just pi times the square of the radius. What about if we wanted to look at just half a circle, like a semicircle, right? So if we just cut this in half, well, let's go a little bit lower through our origin. Let's have a look at half of the circle, right? If we want to find out the area of half of our circle here, well, wouldn't that just be a half of our formula? So that would be half times pi times radius squared. Sure, that would be exactly how you would do it. A half times pi times radius squared. What if you wanted to figure out, let's say, a quarter? Let's use our straight line. What if we wanted to figure out the area of this section here, a quarter of our circle? Well, what would you do there? Well, I guess you could just write a quarter times the area of a circle, right? A quarter times pi r squared. It gets a little bit trickier when we're thinking of smaller sections where we can't just use easy fractions, such as a sector, right? So let's have a look at a sector with a trickier angle or a trickier fraction. Let's have a look at this sector here, where we don't have a fraction anymore. We can't represent this size of the sector with a fraction. We're going to represent this with an angle, such as, let's go 67 degrees. So if that was 67 degrees, how would you write that as a fraction of the total piece of the circle? Well, what we could do, and let's use some working out outside of our circle, what we could do is write 67 degrees out of, well, how many total degrees are there in our circle? Well, there are 360 degrees, right? And then we'd multiply that by the area of a circle. So this is simply a ratio of how much of our sector we have compared to the whole circle. And then from there, we can then multiply by the area of the circle. And that's literally the area formula for a sector. So I'll write it out in full. Let's write it below here, below the area of a circle. So the area of a sector is equal to, and we're going to use a new symbol, or Greek symbol called theta. And that there is just the angle of the sector that you're interested in, divided by 360 multiplied by the area of a circle. So the only difference between the area of a circle and the area of a sector is the sector is only a part of the circle, and that's what this part here says, theta over 360. That's just finding what fraction or what part of the circle are we interested in, and then still multiplying by pi r squared here.